Bianca, you had the chance to interview Judy and take a tour of the sanctuary. Mm. What was it like to be at Parapartner?
It was definitely not what I expected. I don't know, when you think of an area that has 20 massive birds, you don't really know what that's going to be like. But she actually had two rooms, where these birds are free flying and they're just kind of doing their own thing. It was also really, really nice to see how dedicated Judy was. Like, what I learned is she actually lives there. She lives in the back because someone has to be with these birds 24/7, and that just shows how much work goes into these birds and how dedicated her and the other volunteers at Parapartner really are.
Cool. Yeah. So you also had the opportunity to interview June and Derek. So what did you find was the most interesting aspect about the parrot's connection to their owner?
I really found it interesting how close you can see that the relationship was. Like, they had such an intense bond with their parrot. We asked them all sorts of questions, and they knew every single thing about that bird, what kind of seeds it liked to eat, what its favorite things were, the way it got into trouble. You can just tell that they really, really loved it and like dedicated all of their time to it.
Mm-hmm. It was also really interesting learning about like the aging process of the birds themselves. She said like a bird that is a teenager is going to act similar to a human teenager, and so a bird that's like 60 plus is going to be like sore like any sort of senior would be, and like wouldn't be moving around as much as they would, just like humans, which is like a really interesting part of the connection that we learned throughout this doc.
And I'm really glad that we got to do something unique, like do a doc about parrots, essentially, and tie that into a theme that, the theme of aging, which we normally wouldn't look at, and just to see the parallels between animals and humans, but also how aging really does affect everyone, and how essentially saying goodbye at the end of your life to this bird who you've had for as many years as you've had some of your friends is a really just hard thing in life.
So I hope you have fun watching our documentary, just as much fun as we did producing it. So enjoy.
Yeah, enjoy.